So some time ago, I think in Thailand, when I was invited for some spiritual works, I decided to test my courage of nature. So I went diving. One of the scariest things I've ever done. But I think that it was an adventure that brought so much knowledge of my understanding, brought so much clarity to my curiosity about nature. For so many years, I've always read about the mysteries of the ocean. I have had spiritual revelations about the war that lies hidden beneath the waves. But beyond these revelations, I have always been curious to understand the spiritual consecration and the spiritual concentration of energies beneath the ocean, beneath the sea. And so, on this day, this very fateful day, I mounted the courage and decided to go diving. One of the rules of diving is that you cannot dive alone. You have to dive with a team. So we had an instructor, we had a couple of divers who had joined the team. But I'd wanted to explore. There are many people who say when you go into the sea, you will see houses, mummy water houses. You will see mermaid spirit. They will be dancing and so maybe one day I will do an episode that teach about the spiritual energies within the ocean, within the sea. But one of the things that I realized was that the concentration of spiritual energies beneath the ocean is just so enormous. We saw so many things. And I think there was this guy who was my partner who had this gift of things. So at some point I realized that at every point we get to a place, he wants to take the sun from that place. And I don't know what he does with it. But I think the guy may be one of these folks. Each of the layers of water that we move through seemed to have become a doorway to a certain destination unknown. Nature is just so powerful. And I think that when we begin to explore the extreme sides of nature, perhaps water, perhaps the ocean, perhaps the forest, the mountains, one of the things that will do to you is that it will help you to appreciate God the more. It will help you to have an understanding, because as we went deep into the ocean, you would see that every aspect of the water had an expression of God uniquely, different aspect of it. Write under the comment section if you would want us to talk about the spiritual side of water as it relates to, maybe you wish me to talk about more of what we saw there. Or maybe you've ever dived. Perhaps if you have, there are people who they probably have never dived physically, but each time they sleep, they have dreams of seeing themselves diving. Maybe you're someone like that. Write under the comment section. I'm going to guide you. I'll take some persons and see to bring on how I could bring clarity to what kind of spiritual energy wherein you could be connected to.